NANI?!
Who invented that thing?
Do the Macarena!
I don't need any amateurs teaching me how to train Pokémon.
Pika.
I just want to go home and play Pokemon.
Oh, rim shot! Oh! You were finished. Oh, well, allow me to retort.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm America's #1 online video game. Got really nasally there. America's #1 online video game personality and sleazebag. Ben, the Parvinator Parvin. Here are your service, guys. What's up? What's going on? Hey, yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah, I was a little late to get on Discord. I didn't pull it up until I was ready to post something on there myself. So, yeah, man. Well, we should be able to get it either today or tomorrow. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. And a Christmas gift from Rhodes. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And I know you mentioned it's a little something for the days that we play the Sega Genesis. We got to get that series rolling again. I miss it. It's been a while. In the meantime, we've been busying ourselves with Pokemon. Playing Pokemon Emerald 351. This is a special ROM hack from Zombie Anton. Lets you get all... I said 351, but 381. Lets you get all 381 Pokemon all in one game. You know, all right here for you. Some pretty inventive ways, but still keeping it with like a real Game Freak feel to it. Yeah, where we left off, these two teams that I already know they get up to no good in terms of raising the land and, I guess also flooding the world as well. Team Magma, Team Aqua. Team Magma is trying to get back to Mount Chimney. There's something going on there. Those guys are up to no good. Something involving a meteorite. That's sort of the next big storyline thing here. I believe we're supposed to get ourselves over to Mount Chimney. I mean, maybe something happens on the way there, but it appears that that's going to take a little time to get over there. So I was thinking we could, just take our time with it. Take the scenic route. Yeah. No need to be in a hurry. Well, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Happy Tuesday. What's up? How's your week been?
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you? Me and you?
Wanted to get started sooner, but feeling once again was about all ready to go, and then just started getting the headache and stuff. I was wearing the headband, so maybe I was cutting off this looks lousy here. It's just pulling up my underwear or something. Whoa. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, maybe I was cutting off the circulation. Who knows? I had to ditch that. Maybe I'll throw a hat on later. We'll see. That's my this has been your No One Needs to Know headband update. All right, give me a couple minutes. We'll get the game rolling.
Well, we all are going to die.
I don't know what those guys are up to. It's no good. So I've been working on trying to adjust the game screen ever since it got a bit screwed up the other day midstream. I think it's looking good. I spent more time than I'd like to admit. And I know any of you who've ever streamed might have dealt with this, but yeah, trying to crop to fit into a window or, In this game, they go pretty close to the margins with some of the stuff too. Like when you're looking at the Pokédex, some of the names are basically like almost as far to the margin as you can go. So. And with it being like a wider screen, a GBA wider screen resolution, I guess, than sort of, what we've been dealing with some of these other systems. It's something I had to work around a bit. Got some black bars, the top and bottom of the screen. All right. So, I'm trying to piece together what happened on yesterday's stream, because the pacing of this game has really surprised me so far. It hasn't just been like get to the next gym, get your next badge right away. Of course, that's what we're doing here as well, but I've been a bit surprised at the pacing, at having us go from Mauville City. We explored a bit west and east, realized, okay, looks like the next big destinations here are, northbound. Mount Chimney's up this way. We started getting hints about there being some BS going on Mount Chimney. Well, we actually saw some folks in there. I saw Team Magma in there. But it was around up in here in the map that somebody, we overheard some henchmen talking about some diabolical plans. That was sort of the beginning of yesterday's stream. And we worked our way westward down Route 113 to Fall Arbor Town. This is a small little village, small little town. A lot of ash around there. Active volcano, apparently. Pretty sweet. Anyway, made our way past the Fossil Maniac's house down to Lynette's house. She's the one who's working on the Pokemon storage system from Gen 1 and 2. That was Bill. This is the Bill of Gen 3. Lynette. Down to Meteor Falls, which is where we encountered some cutscenes with Team Agua, or I want to say Agua, Team Aqua and Team Magma coming happening to meet up inside Meteor Falls, and it was then that we got to hear some plans reiterated from Team Magma that they're going to be doing something over in Mount Chimney. And then it was like we just went a little further south, and then I realized, oh, I think we like jumped over a little ridge, and you can't go back at this point. So here we are in Rustboro City, and you know, this time I'm wondering if they're going to let us cut east over this the tunnel and stuff. Anyway, that's our sort of catch up. All right, Dylan. Good luck training for your triathlon. All right. In addition to that, I'm taking some notes as we go through this thing. So, trying to see. I mean, I think, you know, getting over to Mount Chimney. I was going to say Mount Whitney, but over to Mount Chimney is our next big destination, I believe. Yeah, just looking back at the notes here. Okay. It'd be nice to have Fly sometime. What did our dad say? Did he say we could come and fight him after we have 3 badges, I think it was? Where is he, by the way? Is it a town close to where we started? I think he's at Petalburg. Yeah, he's at Petalburg. Is that kind of the next big thing, is to head over to Petalburg and fight Dad? Sounds fun. Let's, well, we're gonna run into trouble here, though, right? Or let's see. I wonder if, I don't think we'll have the cat. Okay, well, I remember where we are now. You head this way to get down to where, that captain is. I forget his name. Mr. or Captain Briny? Someone mentioned it. Yeah, so he's not here right now. That means we're gonna have to take a different path to get around. But yeah, we're gonna head over to... It looks like I can't take that boat down to fight Dad. Which actually, I don't know if that's... Hold on. Maybe we just head south from here. Actually, I think I can get to where he is. So let me, let's see I think that you get there via land. Yeah, this is just to our east. What's up, Tater? We are Parv Racing. Absolutely, man. How you doing? Some people don't like it. They're sitting over here like... No, he can't keep playing that Pokemon Emerald game. No. No, just, yeah. Yeah, we like that. There's good and bad kinds of weirdos, huh? You know, and sometimes it's a fine line. How you doing, man? How's your day been? Oh, nice. You actually fall asleep a bit? Nothing like a nice restorative nap. One that you actually wake up feeling better from. Dang. Okay, well, yeah, he... Sounds like you had some sleep to catch up on. That's a good little nap, man. That's a half sleep. Holly was really happy when he told us that he caught a Pokemon. Oh, well, he's over visiting his family, I guess, still. I think this is the gym where we fight our dad. Well, you know what they say, you lie with dogs and you get fleas. You just woke up feeling well rested, you know. Lie with rabbits, you wake up to more rabbits. That's Dad. I think we can find him now. The 8 of them now, soon to be 40, yeah. You feeling, oh, I'll talk to that first. I guess we're about to have a fight here, but... Yeah, how are you feeling, Rotes? Doing any better? It's math, Tater. It's how it works. I want to see the exponential bunny curve. Oh yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, and then having that denied. Right. Yeah, man. Tater said, get your whack back. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I came in, I'll try to leave the stream up usually. It's in here in the office and stuff, so like, you know, usually once I go away to dinner, I might be able to come back and like lurk for a bit, but I came back at one point and I was like, oh, they're still on, dang. Yeah. You need some extended time off, man, and you thought you had it, so... Yeah. Yeah, right, so you went probably really late the other night, huh? Yeah, I guess just, you know, there was a point when I was like, oh man, he's already been at it for a good, you know, 4 or 5 hours when I checked in at one point. This was last night, but yeah. Probably still recovering, huh, from, when you thought you had the PTO, you stayed up extra late. Well, I hope you feel better soon, man. Thanks again for the package. We'll, we may be able to get it today. My wife's gonna be over there, but she's like in between appointments and stuff, so she might not be able to get it. But if that's the case, I can pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm excited. I'm not streaming tomorrow too, so I am planning on doing Wind Waker when we come back, but I can we can work in some Sega streams for sure. So yeah. 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 She we'll see what can happen. Yeah, I mentioned that it was already there, so yeah. He says Wind Waker's gonna take a back seat. How you doing, Ralph? Welcome, man. What's up? Well, thanks again, Rhodes. I'm stoked to see it, and I'll let you know once I got it in my hands. Looks like we got a fight here with Dad, and I don't even know what type of Pokemon, if any, Dad specializes in. So let me. Oh, there you go. That's a. Man, you don't have to go all the way to Colorado to do that, but, you know, I'm glad that they did. No. Sounds like a nice scenic place. They're gonna look like Link. Oh, yeah. Let's see the... Let's get a picture real quick. All right, here we are. You're gonna get a selfie from them in, you know, about a hour and 15 into it. Oh, give me the picture. Okay, that is the perfect picture. If only it would load into. All right, I'm going a backwards method. Okay, we're gonna work here, computer. What's the deal? You're gonna get a selfie from them somewhere in the middle of it, and they're. Everything's going great. That's funny. Oh, cool. Nice, Ralph, man. I bet that, yeah, that's funny. I bet it's tough, too, because, you know, I feel like with especially with, are you doing the stuff in the Game Boy sound font or whatever capabilities? I feel like that music, it can be really good, and then it can also be really bad, too, you know? So, yeah, it's hard to find a, I guess I was going to say balance. We're not looking for a balance. It's just, I think it can take some skill to sound, yeah, you know, to sound like something pleasant. Especially like something that you'd also maybe want to hear outside of the context of a game, you know. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, trying to find some ways to mix it up or, yeah. Or extend it some. Well, it's a bit tougher these days too, because I guess people kind of have more expectations of the music being really varied, you know, and like in some old games you really would just hear some of the same tunes so many times over and over and over again, you know. There you go, Nick. Just keep on polishing. Keep on polishing. Yeah, catching up on the chat here. Yeah, Tater, well, I hope that's fun. I mean, I hope they get something out of it, and
you get a sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub.
That'll be cool. Yeah. I need to get my parents on that. Rhodes, thanks for the gift subs, man. Thank you very much. What was that? I don't know. Oh, that might be Hype Train coming in. But yeah, thank you, dude. Thanks for the 5 gifts. Some of y'all just got gifted.
Poggers!
You were already gifted, but in other ways. Demo version 5. Yeah. Yeah, man. Ah, dude. And thanks, Nick. Thanks for calling it out, too. Appreciate that. Well, you guys have got some great music for the game so far, so I'm interested to hear what you can do and, you know, to mix it up some. I think about some games where, yeah, you just hear that same music over and over and over again. Ninja Jaja Maru-kun is an example of, like, a really simple song that you're just going to hear a million times. That game, I found it through like the Switch Online stuff, and then I ended up buying the carts for it, the Famicom carts. I have like both of the, like, I didn't even know who, you know, Ninja Jaja Maru-kun was, or who Maru-kun was, or what, I don't know what the heck, yeah. Ninja Jaja, oh yeah. And thanks again, Rhodes, for the gift subs and stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, hard to say.
It's a sub. A sub. You gifted a sub.
It is. It's a simple, shrill song. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Probably not the best idea of, like, it being, like, the only song that you hear and hearing it over and over again. But I gotta say, it's one that'll grow on you because it's one of the only songs you hear, and you hear it over and over again. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks again. He said, not just another.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Hey, Sonic Lover, welcome.
He was special.
All right. Shall we, you know, tough to say. I think, you know, I see a lot of, like, stuff that kind of falls around, well, you know, they'll typically hit, like, you know, different 15-second marks, like, you know, 30, 45, a minute. It seems like after a minute, it's like, you know, you are creating a lot of a song. How many times are you gonna have to do it throughout the, especially in like an older game or something, you know? Like, I don't think most like regular songs. You know, you have your like sort of showstoppers or your big numbers, you know, that even some of those, I think, back in that era, they'd probably have them looping, you know, like 45. You know, there's some longer ones, but yeah, lots of them would still be like, you know, 45 seconds a minute, I would think, you know. That's funny. Both owned by different companies. A rift in the family.
Come on.
Thanks, Rhodes. Let's shall we let's see if we can take on Dad here. I kind of started talking to him before I really meant to, but here we go. Parv, you have gotten stronger. I can tell by the number of badges that you've earned. Oh. I think maybe we need 4 to fight him. Darn. I thought I was about to do something cool. Well, that's okay. All right, here we are, just one step away from talking to Dad.
Nice.
Nick, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for the bits, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the stream. Yeah, Ralph. And I saw that you guys watched a little bit of you guys watched a little bit of someone streaming the game recently. How did it go? I've got let me show those off, Alpuck. I'll go grab them. Actually, I think it's in that box in the back that I set something on top of. I set a little concert print on top. I'll check that during the break, actually. Yeah, man. Thanks for getting that train a-rolling. Where's all my train sound effects? Oh, they're buried way too deep in here.
Challenge is one thing.
I need my public transit sounds. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Oh well.
So sorry I died.
I have a folder for favorites and there's like nothing in there. What must have had that idea and then walked away from it at some point. Well, I don't really know where we're supposed to go. I mean, I think the next big thing story-wise is to get over to Mount Chimney. So I do know where to go. It's just... Oh yeah, we're almost back home, huh? And I think the way to get there is up via, yeah, sort of going... Well, we were just... It's the city we started in. I forgot the name of it. We need to go back to Rustboro. And then I believe we'll head east via this tunnel if it's been completed. I don't... Palpuck. I don't. I'm not familiar with Yanchamaru. Yanchamaru-kun. It was all and I was learning something from you about the it being split across the two companies. Let me go grab that real quick. Let's just see what it is. Give me 1 second. Do 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 do. It's not actually in there. So where is it? I bet it's in this one. Let's see. Camera on. Clap, clap. Come on, where's the camera? There we go. Got a few. A box of Famicom games here. Yay. Alright, Well, there's this one. Favorite of all time. Well, up to you, Sonic Lover. I mean, I think you've beaten the game with all the emeralds before, haven't you? I guess that's something to shoot for, you know, kind of once you've... Here's one of those. I need to get the... I took a price sticker off of it, and I need to get it all the way off. Let me hit the... let me go here. One second. Get that. Zoop. There we go. Here, this is the one. This is the one that's on Nintendo Switch Online. I don't know. They may have added the other one too, but yeah, that's the one I first played. Ninja Jaja Maru-kun. And then there's yeah, there's this one, which you mentioned, that side-scroller in the style of Mario 3. I had heard of that one, Palpuck. But yeah, these are both in that... It's kind of a similar style, but this one, you're like doing a lot of climbing up this one building, I believe. Yeah, those are our two. I think these are both Ninja Jaja. And then I had heard of that one that you mentioned. That's like more, you know, side-scrolling platformer, man. You know what's weird is there's a I don't know if this is something from upscaling or what, but when I played Ninja Jaja, okay, whatever. When I played this one, I think it's Ninja Jaja. I can see Jaja written on it. But yeah, Maru-kun. When I play it here on the Famicom, everything felt a little... I don't know, the like motion blur was worse than when I played it on the Switch, and it made me wonder if they did something different to it. Was this an artifact of like trying to upscale everything? I don't know, but like playing it on the Nintendo Switch Online, it felt a little more, a little smoother, and everything just kind of had a weird, disorienting blur when I finally got the Famicom cart. Played it. Alright. Green screen. Help me out here. Save me. Oh shit, which one were we using? Gotta be. Yeah, I don't know, Sonic Lover. I bet that's like just a matter of a few seconds. Yeah. That sounds pretty fast, but yeah, I wonder... Oops, wrong one. Go here. Thanks for hanging, guys. Again, happy Tuesday. 53 seconds sounds pretty fast, but yeah, I wonder, I'm curious. I would think that if you did that without really any like true speedrunning practice, then it's probably whatever the top time is probably a lot better than that, or that sounds like, this sounds quick to me, you know. As a casual, and maybe it is. I don't know that there's much else for us to do, you know, Petalburg and back home and stuff, but I suppose it wouldn't take long to get home, and we also missed a Pokeball, a potion a long time ago. Oh. No room for even a potion. Alright, who wants a, Quick Claw? Get that to Lazy Boy, since they're pretty slow. Normal speed run with the moderator? What does that mean? You get, before you get banned, you generally make it 53 seconds. This is gonna take us a while to get back to where we want to be. But, oh, this is just Old Dale too. Darn. There you go, Rhodes. Yeah, come on, man. It sounds a little generous, doesn't it? Do 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 do. Do do do. I'm one of the acts you can bounce off robots through most of it. Oh, interesting. I don't think I made it very far in just Ninja-kun. That, yeah. Ninja Jaja Maru-kun, I looked at how many levels there are, and I had one epic run. And my wife was witness to this. It seems like it's not time, Palpuck. I ended up I went through the talk with him and stuff, and I think the threshold is 4 badges, actually. I think I had that wrong. Because he didn't have anything new to say other than, oh, it looks like you've gotten stronger. I can tell because you've collected more badges or something along those lines. And then that was it. I'll go say hi to Mom. Yeah, his you know, Sonic Lover, the controller is smoking after that, you know. Sonic's like, you know what, guys? I like to go fast, but, I mean, Jesus, give me a break. What you got to say? I want everyone to say good things about me now that I've come back home with my 3 badges. Looking more like a Pokédex now. All right. I love this music. I'm sure May is not here, right? She's got to be out and about somewhere. Talk to Mom. Mom's got her Bible open at the table. The instruction booklet for the running shoes. Like, she just has left that out on the table the whole time. Alright, we got Mom registered in the PokeNav. That seems like something we should do. She's like, wait a minute, you got one of those from Devon Corp? How come your mom's not in it? If you ever want to see a collection of the sappiest comments, some of the examples of the sappiest comments available in all of YouTube, go to a Little Root video. Little Root, like music, you know, I don't know, find the Little Root town theme, whatever. And look at the comments, and you're going to see people who are working through some stuff in their life. And, it's also just like, you know, you'll get a lot of those, like, you know, this is the song of my childhood, but, you know, written in 500 to 1,500 words. Yeah, Palpuck, I always wondered that as a kid. Yeah, like, why does Dexter know what it is that we're pulling, you know, in the anime or whatever? Why does... For them to have been cataloged and with these entries and everything, that... Is it really just that Professor Oak has really a lot further along on everything than the game explicitly says? And he knows that there's 151 in that first gen. But he hasn't truly, I mean, that's the thing, like, you're supposed to be helping him collect data, and it's also funny too, because yeah, where did the data come from? Are we the ones actually creating the entries? Well, that can't be it. And no answers are satisfactory, you know? So what are they doing? Basically like making Sonic like zip across the screen and stuff? Sonic Lover? How do you get a 20-second speed run? Glad we got a Pelipper now. I think we're supposed to, yeah, head west. Can't go east because we don't yet know surf. I haven't seen Bad Nick bouncing. I'm not familiar with that term, but I'm guessing it's some kind of like, yeah, getting them to like shoot through the screen or shoot through objects and stuff. Jumps on one and it goes so far up in the air. Oh, well, Bad Nicks are the names of the little, yeah, the little baddies. Okay, that's right. Of course. Forgot that aspect of it. That's funny. So many games, launching yourself up in the air seems to be a big part of the, like, speed run for it, you know? Shoot, what am I doing? Get out of this. I've seen some funny stuff with bridges in some of the, like, large bridges. I think that there's a couple in particular in, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's the one I'm the most familiar with because it's the only one I've played, but there's like a couple of bridges people will go to, and there's something you can do to just have it just launch Arthur way up in the air. I've seen similar stuff for yeah, for like GTA as well, you know. And that's funny, Palpuck. Yeah. So it's like, is it just that once he's up at a certain height, you can like bypass a lot of the stage or something and just jam the D-pad over or something? It's one of those things, I think, to see it, I would save you guys any trouble of explaining it anymore. Alright, so, you know, our next big storyline thing, I guess, is not to fight Dad. I think we need to have 4 badges for that, because he's not budging. We overheard some conversations between Team Magma and Team Aqua, and it seems like Team Magma is heading over to Mount Chimney. It's there that they're trying to use, you know, they've been a bit opaque with what's happening, but they need a meteorite, and they're gonna like activate something within Mount Whitney. That's really all that we know. We also know that Team Magma wants to, like, create more land space or, you know, raise more land. Team Aqua wants to raise the sea level. I ride my bike, it's fun. Oh, yeah, yeah, no random encounters. Yeah, at this point you just go up this way. And this is the town we made it to, Rustboro. Okay, cool. So, I think from here you're going to be able to maybe go east Oh, that's funny, right? All the way to the end. So we headed this way a little bit already. Not Pokedex, go to Pokenav. Oh, yeah, this is how you get over to, like, where Wally currently is. I think maybe something is newly finished with this tunnel, possibly, so... Let's see what's up. Oh, we can go cut that and get in there now. Let me just talk to everybody in there, it's been a while. Well, you know, one thing I want to mention is I am in the process of trying to get as many streams in as I can because it's been a feast or famine. It's going to be, I should say, because we're pretty sure that we're going to be moving in a matter of weeks. And that move is going to be, it's going to unfortunately have to take place in a couple of stages. With there being a gap there where I won't be able to fully set everything up and, you know, until we get into the new place. So I got to try to get as many streams in as I can because there will be a point at which I'll probably have to take a couple weeks off. And I don't think it'll be... It's mostly going to be because, you know, we're not going to have that space. We have to basically stay somewhere temporarily before we can get into our new place, so... some hassles to work out. Some logistics. I don't know if anybody's done this recently and cares to opine, but... Yeah, having to look at potential of, like, putting stuff in storage or having to use a pod or the U-Haul equivalent to it. I wish this thing were wild. We're doing a trainer battle, right? I just got excited because I was like, oh, it'd be nice to catch one of those, but... Sorry, school kid Jerry. Yeah. Hey, good luck with your Sonic 1 speedrun, Sonic Lover, but yeah. But yeah, that means sometime soonish I'll have to... There'll be a certain point when I won't be able to stream for a couple of weeks, and that'll be kind of one of those biggest breaks I've had kind of the entire time I've been streaming, really, so... Anyway, we'll, It is Palpuck, yeah, it's just that I can get, equally excited no matter which music is playing, and, you know. I know that, they also mentioned, like, you know, it'll say, like, Wild Blank did this or that, you know. I don't know what Pokeblocks are. These are the rawest berries around, man. Metroid, what's up? This is just its basalts, man. Yeah. That's funny. How you doing? It works, man. I like it. I won't put you at fault for trying to rhyme basalt. Bath salts. What do we want to put in the ground? We need some more Rost. I should put some of these in, probably. I forget that I've got them here. I'm good, yeah. Happy Tuesday. Excited to get in and play some Emerald. We got a lot of berries. There you go. Gesundheit, Tater. How about one of everything? That's all the berries I care to plant right now, honestly. Wish I could mark berries down on my map. An ether we didn't get earlier. Let me teach you how strong my adorable Pokemon is. Yeah, Metroid, yeah. It's totally unplayable without the berry map. I'm sure there's a ROM hack out there for adding locations of berries. This feels like a fair fight right here, doesn't it? Level 9 Meryl versus level 26. What are they called? Pelipper. Cut them all down. This makes me think of the Twitch Plays Pokemon series and how whenever they came up to the sections where you're either supposed to go, you know, it deals with a ledge, and if you jump down the ledge, you might have to like take that path again. There was one of those sections for that first playthrough of Twitch Plays Pokemon where I think that was one of the things they got stuck on for a long time. It may have been one of the events that led them to like change the way the game is played, or, you know, add the function for democracy or anarchy. I don't know. Yeah, democracy versus anarchy, you know. Just so you know, I've never once been bested by anyone at anything. Their beauty will render you helpless. Once you see that fur, man, you're not gonna know what to do. But look at this, a nice couple here. Lady Sarah and Rich Boy Dawson. Time to ruin their day.
The Parvinator.
Level 8. Gotta pick my moves carefully. Are there any examples you guys can think of a game? Maybe it's something that's either been remade a couple of times, or it has been, you know, there's been like a lot of stuff that folks have made ROM hacks for, things like that. Anything that ever stood out to you as a like, oh, I don't think that's necessary, or I don't know. I hear a lot of people use terms like unplayable sometimes for old games when there is a ROM hack that fixes something they don't like about it, or again, maybe there's like a newer version, a remake or a remaster that fixes something about it, or, you know, changes something. But the one that always comes to mind for me is Donkey Kong 64 being literally unplayable without the tag anywhere hack. Which, if you haven't played Mario 64, rather Donkey Kong 64, I said DK 64 earlier, didn't I? Anyway, if you haven't played Donkey Kong 64, the levels tend to be really big 3D spaces that you know, each of the individual Kongs has a lot of collectibles that they can find and only they can find. And the way that the levels work typically is that you kind of just get in with each of those characters and explore. And oh, thank you, Nick. Yeah, thanks, man. And you can go to a barrel that's known as a tag barrel, and that will let you, you know, tag another character in. Now, people will get that hack, the tag anywhere hack, that will basically allow them to, anywhere in the level, just go swap in for another character versus having to go and find a tag barrel. But so many of the challenges are built around them even something like proximity to a tag barrel, where it's not even that difficult to do it the right way, or that is part of, like, I don't know, I feel like that's part of the gameplay, is like is needing to, okay, you found an area in this level, but you need to come back with another character, like, and with that hack or whatever, I guess you can just pop in, get another person real quick, get that item, you know. Part of the gameplay is can you find yourself over to that spot, that same place, when you're not ready to collect the thing, or when you're in it with another character, you know, like, would you be capable of coming back with another character, remembering this, that you saw something maybe, or, you know, getting over to that spot? I don't know, I feel like it's kind of built into the gameplay. And I'll hear people talk about how, like, it's literally unplayable without that, or telling people, like, don't play it without this that honestly just seems cheap. Like, you know, play the game however you want to, but it, like, I don't know, it seems really ticky-tacky. Does it save time? It does, but yeah, you know, I don't know. Yeah, there were a bunch of those, huh? Sonic Lover, a lot of levels that never got done. Never, well, like, I guess didn't get approved or something, but we're already, like, you know, pretty far into development. And you still got these holes. Oh, what did Metroid say? Yeah, okay. Well, you know what's crazy? Well, I will say this, Metroid, like, I guess I'm trying to understand the spirit of that. I will say that it is easiest on a Nintendo 64 control stick, and I did find it, to different degrees, more difficult using other gamepads or joysticks, whatever. I guess I've played Ocarina on the original, on a good 64 controller. I've played it on some bad ones too, some loose sticks. And then I've played it on the GameCube, you know, via the... Been showing these off a lot lately. But the, oh, there they are. The promo discs here that have Ocarina of Time on them. I remember doing it that way. And the GameCube controller felt not as good as the 64 one, but passable. It was definitely more, it was a little more difficult to do any kind of shooting or anything, but yeah, I've heard that a time or two with Ocarina about the 3DS versions, and like there's no reason to ever play like an old one, or this feeling of like you haven't actually you know, why would you not just go for the 3DS version? And I always think that's, you know, it's like, to someone who I've done a playthrough and a half on the 3DS. I do own that version. And I've done countless playthroughs on 64, even including a lot of those after the, you know, after the 3DS had come and gone. So I guess I'm living proof that you can... Oh, we can get past this now. We can break those blocks. it is literally playable to just play Ocarina of Time on original hardware. See, I think that's honestly like, I have trouble. Is it only because I'm used? Is it, you know, I could certainly see it's only because I'm used to the 64 controller. But when I hop on the 3DS one, and it's not like I'm regular with Ocarina of Time. I'm playing those games like once in a blue moon now. You know, once every several years. But you know, I had the core practice with that game, and it being one of my favorites of all time. So. But when I pick it up on the 3DS version, you know, I don't think it's as easy to, like, you know, use your bow and slingshot, etc. We need to get someone who can do a rock break. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's funny. You know, I forget that Doom 64 exists. And you have Doom on the Super NES, too. Which probably has its own problems versus... Well, maybe Doom 64 is its own full... I don't know what... Maybe I don't really understand what Doom 64 is. I've only seen the title, but I don't know if it's... Maybe it's its own thing, or... Oh, well, let's just see if we can catch this thing. Yeah. That would suck, Sonic. You just like have to wait for a timeout. Doom is also on Game Boy Advance, yeah, and I love the joke about Doom. It's gonna make its way to like every platform ever. Did I get that yawn in? I'm looking away. Yeah, Metroid, that'd be cool. Multiplayer support, how cool is that for SNES Doom? I wasn't supposed to play Doom when I was a kid. I think my mom saw the cover of that one or something and was like, I don't know. And I'll say this, Dad didn't know that, I think, and at one point he had a demo disc of it, and I remember reading some of the, like, story intro or whatever, and it's like, I remember being like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I should be playing this, you know? You know, I mean, you know. For that one, I think the, oh wow, wait. This takes place in hell? Like, oh. Uh-oh. Skitty's adorably cute behavior makes it highly popular. In battle, it makes its tail puff out. It threatens foes with a sharp growl. Look at that cute little Skitty. And we just learned that this thing can be, evolved with a moonstone, I believe. Yeah, exactly, Palpuck. It might be. I don't know what that Skitty turn... I don't know that I've seen its evolution. Two things. Possibly evolve a Skitty and grab something that can do rock break. Should I save the moonstone for... I mean, I'm sure we'll get ample moonstones. The thought occurred to me, like, should I save them for something I actually want to play as? I don't know what Skitty turns into, but... I think I was giving this Mankey... I think, yeah, they have our rock break move. Multiplayer for Sonic would be crazy. Well, I guess you do get the 2-player in Sonic 2, huh? Anything like that for Sonic 3? Yeah, you gotta microwave it for that. Wait, I don't remember. Is it it's just water that helps them, but microwaving is how... I never saw Gremlins as a kid, but I caught a little bit of like some of the creation and then some of the... I think maybe their death as well. Or at least those... At least I'll say that those were the scenes that like stood out in my mind. That's funny. Yeah. Microwave kills them. Water, yeah, okay, makes them multiply, right. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna come back for you, I swear, hey Cornelia. I already... That didn't help anything, Metroid. That'll make anybody ornery. Eating after midnight, yeah, right. Turns them into gremlins if they eat after midnight, jeez. I'll have to watch the movie to learn how we learn to deal with the gremlin scourge. Movies. Okay, let's try this Moonstone on Skitty. Yeah, it's funny that you see the HP bar, all the others they say no use, and then for the one you can use it on, it doesn't say like can use or something like that, it just has the HP bar listed there. Should I just go ahead and use it on Skitty? Oh, so there is something for Sonic 3, huh? Sonic Lover, but not for Sonic and Knuckles. No, I almost said Knuckles. You almost got me saying it. Let's see what we get. Looks elegant. I don't recognize this Pokemon. Looks like it has a life raft around its head. A Delcatty. Delcatty? Alright, we got the Delcatty. Skitty and a Delcatty. Is Delcatty any good? Infatuates on contact, my god. It's a cute charm. Should I have tried to do something with this Skitty? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's totally Palpuck. Yeah, an airport. I knew I had one like just over here in the closet. But yeah, one of the... You see people on... You know, at the airport with them. On neck cushions. I don't know. I don't know that we do anything with Skitty. I guess I'm trying to feel okay with having just not raised this thing at all and just hit it with the Moonstone. But I don't know if we have room in our heart to use Delcatty, the normal Pokemon. Close call, Sonic Lover. Nothing just yet, Palpuck. Although... Hey, what's up, KH Gamer Dude? Welcome. I have a feeling that... the game is going to let us use Moonstones to do all the Moonstone evolutions we would need, Palpuck. Since, you know, we can get them all in this game. So I don't think we, like... For all I know, there might be some way normally to, like, get more, I don't know, But I would imagine that that's been planned for. So yeah, no other plans. We do have one other moonstone, so... How are you, gamer dude? Welcome. Okay, I think at this time we can take Monk. I'll ditch Del Caddy. Oh, I don't need to talk to you. So many Pokemon. So little time. I meant to do, I meant to do move. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Let me explain. That's funny. Hey, yeah, no worries. Yeah, no explanation necessary or... Dude, I can explain, I swear. That's funny, yeah. Sure. Well, you know, everybody has their own, you know, we've all got our guilty pleasures. I don't know that I've heard much of the music from Sonic 2 Proto. Sonic Lover. Or, yeah, Sonic EXE either. Sonic.mp3. I'm doing well, KH Gamer Dude. It's been a good day, very, very busy. Feels good to finally be streaming. Want to get a run in today. I meant to go jogging, and alarm went off this morning, and I was not feeling it. That's okay. We'll get back at it tomorrow. My not so secret shame game. Well, I'm curious too. I think, yeah, you had that. So I saw The Witcher 3 in there, and then you had that Assassin's Creed game as well. I'm curious how long a lot of those games are. Like, I've never played anything in the series. I remember back in the day when the first one came out, I thought it looked cool, but I didn't get a PS3 or, you know, and I missed a lot of good stuff. Guys, I'm gonna have to get a break here in a little bit. I'm doing a dance. Wow, you shattered that boulder blocking the way. To show you how much I appreciate it, I'd like you to have this HM. What HM is that? Strength. Well, okay, but now we're going to be able to move the you know, blocks, boulders, or whatever in the way of getting to Mount Chimney, I guess. If a muscular Pokemon were to learn that, it would be able to move even large boulders. Wanda! Now I can see you anytime! That's wonderful. I think Wanda wanted the, she was happy to have a little bit of separation there. Please, take some rest at my home. Well, I think I was wrong. I think I read that situation wrong. They're gonna go get some rest. Wanda and the... forgot his name now, but Mr. Black Belt. So this means this guy's gonna try to fight us. Nope. Oh, this is the other side of the cave. That's it. Yeah, it just pops out right here. There's a man who dug a tunnel for lady love. I don't really get it, but hey. Oh, and then the other end. There's this down here. Yeah, this is the other exit. Well, I think this is going to make it a lot easier to get over to Mount Chimney. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like when you get a... You know, if you wait a little bit to buy some of these games, you know, especially if there's DLC and stuff, you can get a collection of it. There's some pretty sweet... Yeah, I'll see some stuff come across the Nintendo, the Switch store or whatever it is, sometimes, and there was a Kingdom Hearts sale several months back. I think maybe it was part of a... It might have just been part of a bigger Square Enix sale, but there was a bunch of Kingdom Hearts compilations, and some of the stuff I was like, man, I don't even know. You know, I don't know where to... I just know Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you know? So, you know, some of those collections, of course, it had all the other, you know, the stuff that was like the portable games and a lot of those games with the decimal point. Well, let me go here, guys. I got to get a little break. The captain thinks that's real funny, I guess. But thank you guys for chilling. Happy Tuesday. I gotta think about it every time. I switched my schedule up too much to remember what day of the week it is. We're gonna head over to Mount Chimney. Let's get ourselves over to Mount Chimney. Take the scenic route. I think we now have the move we need to actually get deeper into the mountain. We saw them in that cave before, saw Team Magma setting up for their diabolical plans, but now I think we might have the ability to actually get to where they are. All right, let's take a little break, guys. Thank you so much for hanging. Nick, thanks for the bits, and Rotes, thanks for the subs, man. Thank you guys for helping to support the stream. I'm gonna go BRB. I'll see you back here in a bit.
Give me a hell yeah!
This is the way.
Video games, remade or not, are supposed to be, you know, good.
Gamers, happy Tuesday and welcome. How you guys doing? What's up? And yeah, welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. Dustin Wilson, we caught some mons. Yeah, we caught a skitty and then we evolved it right away. We said, I don't care what you are or what you have to give us. We're going to use a moonstone on you right now. And we're going to get you to your next evolution. And I don't know if that's it for that line. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be using that mon, but it's new to the team. All right, give me 1 second. We'll transition over to the game. Thanks for hanging, guys. Kind of brings us to today's stream, doesn't it? Jeez, way off center here. What happened to the camera? All right, I guess I can position myself here. All right, this is Abigail. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We are working our way over to Mount Chimney, believe it or not. I can show it to you on the map. I always want to call it Mount Whitney. Alas, it is Mount Chimney. We started to see it earlier, but you get into the cave, and I think we ended up coming out another exit that allowed us to go, like, north. But, yeah, there was a certain point in there where we needed strength. The HM move and the quality, the human quality. Well, not just human, but we lacked it all. So at this point, we at least have the HM for strength. So got that going for us. I think we're done here for now because we still are not solving these holes in the wall. Sadly, we are, well, you know, I don't know how it's going to work in terms of pacing, because it's been a little while since we've had a shot at a gym. But with that being said, we have 3 out of 8 badges. Sometimes, you know, I remember, like, thinking there's a couple of spots in the old games where it did feel like you kind of bam, 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 Bam Bam Bigelow'd your way through a couple of gyms, picking up some badges in rapid succession. Thanks, gamer dude. Welcome back. Okay, I gotta straighten up. Seat back behind me. Jeez. That's the guy talking about faith. Okay, so back in Verdant Turf. Surely Wally isn't ready for another battle, is he? It's a nice song.
Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling.
Man. I don't know if I mentioned this, Dustin, but in one of the legendary, like, made for TV censored versions of Big Lebowski. The cabbie is yelling, you know, he says something like, get this, I can't remember what he says for like, get the F out of my car, but he's, for, you know, for the curse part of it, but it kept, oh yeah, it was like, get out of my peaceful car. He kept mentioning like, I don't know, get the frick out of my peaceful car or something like that, or get the funk out of it. Get the heck out of my peaceful car. And then, yeah, then there's the part where, of course, you know, there's a little bit of auto restoration being done with a crowbar. And that part, one of those lines was changed to this. You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? And he's like, the VO is like giving it everything. He's the guy doing the dub. Well, I don't know. Maybe they just had him. He sat in for a couple sessions. You know, John Goodman did. Well, yeah, there was actually a band. I wonder if they're still around. But there's a band called Find a Stranger in the Alps. And I actually knew what they were as soon as I saw the name, because I had seen that. How could you forget that, you know, if you had seen the made-for-TV version? Oh, yeah. I think we'll have some, you know, we don't have surf yet, so... We do have a Zigzagoon, thankfully, I think somewhere in the box. I've heard that's... I was just now seeing your comment, Gamer Dude, but yeah, I've heard that can happen. You can, I guess you can also just make it to where you've got a long trek to go. Now water that thing, man. Aleppas all day. That's good. I wonder what the watering rules are, and, you know. What's the what are the gardening rules in this game? Cherry berries, you say? Okay. I feel like I've had a gross, you know, like, sinus nastiness going on with the throat for like a week now. I'm like, come on, that needs to go away. The ick. What do I want to plant? We only got one blueberry. I don't know where to put the one that we do put in. Everything's been watered, right? Water it all. That's cool, Gamer Dude, yeah. What's funny is I guess that there's a certain point where folks like commonly think that they're soft locked here, but I think they just have to like sort of go around the map some, or but then yeah, there's some places where you can really get yourself screwed up. I think this might have come up before when you mentioned this, but yeah, I got the name of the series wrong, but it was like Soft Lock Picking is the name of it by Pick Asprey. There's this series for doing like Pokemon soft locks where it's funny because my wife was in the kitchen as one of these videos was playing at one point, and she's hearing the setup, which, you know, just it basically is getting you to a state to where, like, yeah, of course out of money. You have no, or it doesn't matter what money you have. You can't fly somewhere back to another place. You can't surf anywhere. You can't get out of it. And there's this series by Picaspri. We'll see you later, Sonic Lover. Take care. Have a good night. But wait, what is happening right now? It's not time for. It's not time for a profile in courage, as much as I'd like for it to be. Profiles in courage, Picaspri. Yeah, softlock picking. That's the name of their series, and they do a bunch on Pokemon. If you guys like them, there's a lot of Gen 3 among other stuff, but yeah, they're really cool. It's he explains in each of them that the premise being, let's say you could give this ROM or give this game cart to a friend and say, hey, can you find a way out of this? And a lot of them are kind of like, you know, particularly strange ways of soft locking, you know. It's so it's pretty funny. Like, and like there's maybe like an excruciating process to get out of it or something. It's really cool, some of the setups. So yeah, you guys might like it. But yeah, it's by let me get you guys a link to one of the videos. And an example, like okay, here's one for the shiny Poliwhirl cannot escape, among others. There's a Magikarp one, escaping the Magikarp trap. We'll start with that. I think this is one of the. I think he did this. I think they did this series for a couple of years because I've seen some stuff that was newer. And but yeah, check this out. It's pretty cool. I might have to put that in on both. The song rocks. Just gonna spam the chat. Yeah, check it out. You guys will like it. Some of the setups are really crazy too. It's just, yeah, it's. I like the ones where there is a way out. It's just something, you know, it's gonna take way too long to actually get it done. All right, here we go. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. I can't see the game. All right, there it is. Okay, now from Malville City up to, I guess, Mount Chimney. I was seeing, what was I seeing? There was something that we could catch. I think it was the Charmander. In Fall Arbor, we saw someone wanting to do a trade for a Larvitar, and we could find one in that long route north of Mauville, I wrote down. So let's see if we can find a Larvitar. I think this is the spot. Rhizone, welcome, and how you doing? How you doing, man? Happy Tuesday. Happy Pokemon Tuesday.
Pika.
Trainer Hill entrance. Scale the heights, you hot-blooded trainers. This was closed the last time we were around. I'm hoping it's still closed because I'm not ready for the responsibility of whatever's behind these doors. Okay, still getting things ready. I'm not gonna sing that. I'm so hoarse. We still have our rock breaker, right?
Pika pika.
If you don't raise your Pokemon some more, it could be tough to keep winning up through the ranks. Alright, bring them on. I'm not seeing any opportunities for wild Pokemon, so... Well, I guess with Smash you get a chance of fighting a Pokemon, right? With Rock Smash. Catch. Do 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 do. Steal someone's Pokemon. Could be in that area that we can't visit right now. Does this count as Route 1? Yeah. Cross over here, you're in. So where can we get a Charmander then? Let's see. I was seeing the Pokédex here. I'm curious. Didn't we... Didn't we see one? Guess we haven't even... What am I thinking about then? One sec. Oh, it's the Larvitar. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. We're getting a Charmander, but we need to find a Larvitar. Silly me. I don't know what number that is. Somewhere in the first 250. We do have a rod. I think just the old rod, I believe. It's cute. Look at that. It's cute. All right, there it is. Anywhere along this long route here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, like the headbutt move. Did we have that? I feel like I remember some dialogue. Ah! I'm trying to go down. I'm thirsty. One thing at a time.
Pika-pee.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cut, strength, flash, rock smash. Cut, strength, flash, rock smash. What have we got? We do have dig. Don't have, we don't have... I almost said headbang. Headbutt, I think you can do... You can, like, headbutt trees. Does this route go further... Yeah, I guess it does go further north via this desert, which we just don't have access to. But what if I run in this little section here? Well, I could see a fire Pokemon being in there. So maybe later we get access. Looks like they're not going to give us any wild Pokemon. That would make sense, I guess. It does seem like the route goes a little, you know, on the map. It looks like we have some room to go further north. Yeah. Well, we pop out where the old lady's rest stop is. Okay, so we're about to go to where Mount Chimney is. It's just over here, I believe. Well, let me try something. Hold on, what's over there? How do you get to that?
Enjoying my coffee.
We ever going here? Cable car's ready to go up. Did we ever do this? I don't think we did. We took that tunnel earlier. Oh, look at that. Aw. An old volcanic ash, eh?
Stop on by. I'll make you a cup of coffee. See you later.
Let's explore before we go down. What you got up here, guys? What are you hiding? I like that you can walk on the furniture. A lot of the furniture now. The couches and chairs and stuff. All right. Oh dear, we've got a Puccina battle, or whatever the evolved form is. Jagged Path. Lava Ridge Town ahead. Busha! If they expand the land, there'll be less habitants for water Pokémon. We're gonna keep making more land. Wow. I really want you to understand what these guys are up to, you know? We took a gondola up here, and looks like there's more room to explore. Also some ash we can collect in our bag, I guess. Saw some baddies up there. Oh. I could kill you right now, probably. Would that kill it? Yeah. I was hoping it would hold on just enough. Another big battle going on up there. Are we gathering ash as we do that? Oh, cool. We were seeing one of these earlier. Spoink. I don't know what you are. Odor Sleuth. An identified dancer. Oh, it's a strong nose there. Please survive this. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't have anyone that can put to sleep right now, I guess. Spoink. There it is. Man, things are looking up. We took a gondola and we caught a little pig on a spring thing. A bounce Pokemon. 2 feet, 4 inches tall. A Pokemon that manipulates psychic power at will. It doesn't stop bouncing even when it's asleep. It loves eating mushrooms that grow underground. It's gonna help us find truffles. And it seems like it wants to help us find truffles. I don't know. All right, what are we gonna name this thing?
Hey, Jonesy.
Boing. Like is this a Mr. Saturn? Boing. Okay. We got a fierce battle going on here. Kind of feel for this guy, honestly. Grr, Parv, I should have guessed you'd show up. Should have guessed you'd show up. See for yourself what the fanatics of Team Magma are up to. They're trying to inject the stolen meteorite's power into the volcano. Doing something like that will cause the volcano's eruption. Buffo. Meteorites pack amazing power. That annoying Team Aqua. They always mess with our plans. He does. Rhizode, yeah. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. The alternate version. You'd better not mess with us. We're trying to awaken that thing for the benefit of everyone. That doesn't sound good. Seems like a pretty serious fight here. I want to stop that Maxi, but I can't. Not when I have my hands full battling 3 opponents at once. Alright. Whoa, okay, so we got a couple grunts over here. We're Team Magma, they're Team Aqua. It totally annoys me that they'd use a name like ours. Boofa, Boofo, Boosha. We're Team Aqua, they're Team Magma. It burns me up that they use such a confusing name. Darn, Team Magma outnumbers us. We can't keep up with them. Yeah, douse them in fire. If there were more land, I'd be able to get a big house of my own. I'm gonna build it on hardened lava. Damn.
Frickin' what up, dude?
This grunt's got big plans already. Cost of living so high that they're wanting a giant volcano to come and volcano Pokemon to. Oops. Really should have used the water on it, but that's okay. A giant volcanic eruption to happen.
Sounds like another walk in the park.
My dream of a big house. She's got good style for a grunt. The Team Magma grunts are dressed well. I love the music. We of Team Magma are working hard for everyone's sake. Like, if that thing's powers made more land, there'd be more places to live. Everyone would be happy.
This is where the fun begins.
Excuse me. Both sides are like, yeah, we're gonna... It's gonna be awesome. We'll create these ecological disasters and rule over it. Alright, let's wet our whistles. Pelipper rocks. I'm gonna get somebody else in there, though. Mr. Mud? A meteorite from Meteor Falls to the boss. Doggone it. Look at these guys. The grunts have style, you know. Say what you will about Team Magma. Oh, you know, they have great uniforms. What is that one? Does it just stay as normal, or like, I know there's an evolved form. I don't know if we've seen it. Maybe just once so far. Maybe a little over leveled there, Mr. Mud. I don't know. I need to, maybe I'll change it to Switch at some point. I think that'd be fun. Or set. I think I mean set. I don't know. When I was listening to the soundtrack, getting some work done a few weeks ago before we'd started the game, I was noticing how many like sweet battle themes there were. It seemed like there were going to be a lot of like set piece battles, or kind of like I guess a lot of them are going to be Magma and Aqua and oh shoot, stop doing that move, please. Among others, but yeah. Get it done.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Yeah, I remember that, Palpuck, yeah. I do remember that now. Magnitude 4. You can handle that, Lucy. There you go. Come on, Lucy.
Here we go.
Yeah, just finish it out. Another Nightshade ought to do it. Music rocks. Love that. I ended it just as I was going to say that I love that little organ piece there. Even though I've lost, if our leader awakens that thing... ... all hell's gonna break loose. Team is in good shape, I suppose. Don't need Monk on the team, but he's on the team. Look at this contraption up here. This doesn't look good. These guys are about to set an active volcano off even further, huh?
Poggers!
No, don't say poggers.
I'm pissed now.
Touch the machine first before you talk to the guy. A meteorite is fitted on a mysterious machine. The machine seems to be storing energy in the meteorite. The power contained in the meteorite. By amplifying its power with this machine, Mount Chimney's volcanic activity will instantly intensify. Its energy will grow deep inside the crater and... Huh? Who are you? Maxie. I'd heard Archie bemoaning a child who's been meddling in Team Aqua's affairs. It must be you, he meant. So you're thinking of interfering with us, Team Magma? Now you listen, you little shit. Long ago, living things used the land to live and grow. This is why land is all important. It is the cradle of all. That is why Team Magma is dedicated to the expansion of the landmass. It is for further advancement of humankind and Pokémon, and for that, we need the power of what sleeps within this mountain. Oh, there was no need for you to learn that much. But no matter, I'll teach you the consequences of meddling in our grand design.
Like, what was she thinking?
This is intense. Magma leader Maxie would like to battle. They did, Rhizone. They just, you know, it's the PG-13 thing. You know, Game Freak gets to throw in just one good curse word somewhere in the script. Yeah, it's all mixed up. There were some real big leaps there, Palpuck. It's too bad we have a protagonist that didn't want to stand up for, you know, didn't want to interrupt that speech, you know. Couldn't ask a couple of follow-up questions. Here it is, our Midina.
Oh!
Come on. That's a shame. Ugh.
Oh!
You know what? I got super potions too. You know, it's a bad look if our first Pokemon goes down. I'm hoping this one survives. Just for the morale of the rest of the team, you know? Come on, Mr. Mud. Maybe you deserve to go down, Mr. You know, it's a next Pokemon up kind of thing, right? Changed my mind. Honestly. I'll see you later, Mr. Mud. I don't want another character to have to take a hit to get somebody else out, so. Will this hit this one at all? It might not even hit it. Let's see. We can use a fake out though. Heck yeah. There you go, Lucy. Yeah, just stay in there.
Enjoy the show.
Great music. The mighty Lucy. Lucy is quite powerful. My wife and I got that remake of Gen 4. We got Brilliant Pearl, or rather, is that it, or Shining Pearl? Yeah, Shining Pearl. Sorry, that's how memorable it was. We played through it pretty quickly, and it was pretty fun. Some of the imagery that sticks out more than anything are a couple of the Pokemon and their animations, and I remember like Lucy having, you know, a very like Lucy the we didn't call it that one. I even forget what this one's known as, but yeah, it had a very cute looking sort of devilish, you know, kind of. It's a very active spirit. Looking quite, you know, curious, meddlesome. Cam erupt. I was hoping I'd get the, whatever. That's okay. I was hoping there that we get the Let's send in a water one. Flinch. Sableye, yes, thank you, yeah. That's a cool Pokémon. Sorry, Maxie. What? Maxie was caught off guard? Nice style there with the jacket. 2,000 Pokebucks. Sweet. But enough. I will back off this time. But don't think that this is the last you've seen of Team Magma. Even without the meteorite, if we obtained that orb. Foo. I love a good foo. PARV, thank you. With your help, we thwarted Team Magma's destructive plan. And now we're under our own destructive plan. But you, whose side are you on? It doesn't matter. Playing both sides. We will remain vigilant and keep up our pursuit of Team Magma. PARV, we shall meet again. I gotta say, we have associated a lot with Team Aqua so far, and it feels like our character is secretly making a decision. Even if they're trying to play both sides, or really just stumbling into the next situation, but... Do we take this meteorite out? Okay, yeah. Let's take that thing out. Glad they just walked away with the meteorite in there and everything. Teams, yeah, exactly. Right. You must decide if you want the... if you want the Earth to be covered in water or covered in even more land. We can catch one of these. This is not a good matchup. There you go, Balbuck. Yeah. This is when it'd be funny to have a character, you get the... Since we don't really hear what our character says, we get the them responding to some of their questions, and it's clear that our character is asking some good follow-ups. Hey, somebody needs to make that hack, right? Where we question Team Magma and Team Aqua. Just add in some additional dialogue with them being like, well, what do you mean? Well, all the life doesn't come from the land, and their questions make it clear that we do the you got to do the gag where the questions make it clear that what it is that we asked. Thankfully, they're repeating the question in their answer. Yeah, oh, that's interesting, Metroid. I didn't know that that's how it works. That's cool. That is, I'm enjoying the storyline so far. I mean, it is interesting how they're weaving the battles into it. I appreciate that. I mean, so yeah, just I guess, they're doing that in all of those versions, but yeah, I appreciate that there's some differences between them too. A Numel stores boiling magma in the hump on its back. It is a hardy Pokemon that can transport a 222-pound load. It has served humans at work since long ago. That's cute. That's cute. Fire Camel. Joe. Need a cool logo, maybe. Thanks. There we go. All right, doesn't get much cooler than an exclamation point, you know. All right, collecting ash and Pokemon. Oh, a Ponyta. A Joe Camel. It's Joe Camel. Alright, let's, I want to get this Ponyta. That's quite neata. It's gonna burn up Hank here, I'm worried. Maybe I can get one move in. That would make sense that it would not be very effective, I suppose. Law of inverse Pokemon, you know, strengths. I made some cold brew a couple days ago. Enjoying that lately. Okay, don't kill this thing, please.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Just use the regular Pokeballs. You know, one of the things I'll say about this game is, like I said, I'm enjoying how they have mixed in the, you know, the storyline with these kind of set-piece battles and stuff. And a pony that's very weak at birth. It can barely stand up. Its legs become stronger as it stumbles and falls while trying to keep up with the parent. Wow. Well, that's just cute. Can you keep up with your parent? Anybody got a name for Ponyta? I've been taking all the names. Yeah. Yeah, Metroid. Yeah, I see your breakdown there. Yeah. I didn't know how they did it in Gen 4, because I've only played that one game. The, you know, Brilliant Pearl, and it was you know, it was okay. I mentioned this before, but it kept saving me in situations that let's be honest, I didn't deserve saving. Game should have taught me a lesson. We'll go with Firebrand. There you go, Ryza. Our preacher Ponyta. Firebrand. Was that case sensitive, Rhizone? Should I make it, you know, as you put it in the chat?
Zoinks!
Jinkies!
Let's do that. Okay, let's do it. We have a mix, so just to make it even worse, you know. Let's go Firebrand. Fired it up. You know, I didn't even mean to come up here and do this. I didn't realize that that's where the, you know, that's what the whole gondola situation was. It's gonna get us up here to where these battles were. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Well, is that part of what they're kind of paying lip service to with the title Z to A, or is that like I don't get what's going on there. I played through Pokemon X and Y, and I don't know if I beat it or not. I wasn't feeling it. I think I might have gotten through it, but didn't want to do anything else afterwards, you know. One of the things, I meant to say this earlier, I'm really enjoying just kind of hanging out in the world in this game. They're giving enough stuff, you know, you have the reasons that the game sends you backtracking, and I'll say I'm actually enjoying that. The pacing has been not what I expected, but I think that's a good thing. I've been kind of pleasantly surprised with it, and man, wish we could find a Larvitar up here. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, kind of crazy that they didn't do the follow-up to X and Y, I guess. You know what, I'm curious. It's interesting when you see like the sales numbers of those games. It's I wonder what it's kind of looking like these days, but I know that when I was looking up something about, you know, Gen 3 here, it mentioned Nintendo just was already like each you know, successive generation was like selling less, you know, fewer copies than the previous. And I guess at that point, you know, there was also just that it's several years into Pokemania at this point. I know for me, I was part of a group that was tending to not age out. You get, yeah, we talked about it. I mean, I don't mean anything by that, but just like the age demographic is playing less Pokemon. But I know for a lot of people, you know, these games meant a whole lot. It's funny because I do see a lot of opportunities for you to just kind of hang out in this Hoenn world, you know, I guess with, again, the backtracking they've already included. I've really enjoyed just going around and catching pokes, you know, catching mons, like... Yeah. Right. I have a buddy of mine that did the, I was mentioning this the other day and I couldn't remember which title it was, but that you jogged my memory, Metroid. It's Ultra Sun and Moon. A buddy of mine did the VO for like a North American commercial for that. And I'm just like, man, that's... I would love to do that someday. Yeah. I know, and he's a big Pokemon, you know, had been an original Pokemania run kid like me. And many of you. So yeah, I know it meant a lot. Growlithe. Caught.
Jankies.
Another one that I suppose would be, you know, you would probably just get through Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, I guess, in this gen. Its superb sense of smell ensures that this Pokemon won't forget any scent no matter what. It uses its sense of smell to detect the emotions of others. I actually meant to try to give it a nickname, but wrong button. it pays to just run around a little bit. Fire dog. We'll see if this one catches. If we can get this one, Pal Puck, and we'll name it. You know, I don't think I ever really used Growlithe and yeah, whatever it evolves. I forget the yeah, I forget its evolved form. Too many Pokemon. Arcanine, thank you. I know most of the 150, but sometimes some of them I'm like, you know, it's the recall is still rough. Especially if I didn't have that Pokemon or didn't, you know, get to... I don't know if back in the day if I had an Arcanine. I remember thinking they looked cool. You know, I have a bone to pick with Poké-Rap, Nick, honestly. And I'll just, first off, I celebrate the Poké-Rap. I celebrated the Poké-Rap's legacy, you know. But with that being said, I wish they could give us a list of what's coming up next in the Poké-Rap. Because when you just put the picture up there, that's the thing, you have to totally memorize it. I just wish back in the day they could have had a little running list, you know. And we could see what's coming up next, because otherwise they just flash the Pokemon and the name is right up there. And yeah, you do have to have it memorized. I guess that separates the casuals from the Pokemaniacs, you know, at the end of the day. That's okay, Palpuck. It was made very easy by one of these popping up right after the last one. We ran into a pack of Growlithe, Julier. Yeah. Yeah, I played a little bit of that one, Metroid. Yeah. It's interesting to read your I appreciate the breakdown there, because I haven't, you know, I played those games a little bit because I had some or my nieces and nephews were into it at the time, and you know, they wanted to have something to play with us, and I did go through and I got all the badges, but yeah, I didn't feel much magic, gotta say. Lava cookies. Oh, we gotta clear the bag for a lava cookie. Yeah. I don't think I ever got any of the DLC stuff too, or like the, yeah, at least the paid. I can't even catch them all anymore. No, yeah. There's so many. Just do a 2D one and let us catch all 1025, you know? All regions, 2D. Let's end this series on a bang. Similar in the way we started.
Jinkies.
He just said kill Pokemon. I think lava cookies are like a... I mean, I know I've had lava cake, or I've had a lava cookie. What can we do here? Oh. Every region, every Pokemon, every criminal. I want them all in one game. In this series, wrap it all up, end it on a bang. It takes 1,000 hours to complete the game. Let's do it. All right, we're good. That's right. I'm calling on the current administration to, I don't know, pull some strings. Put some resources into this, okay? Right? Do what we can to support Game Freak's efforts to make the final Pokemon game. And it's, again, every region, every Pokemon, every rival group. Every criminal organization. Do we want every rival? That came to mind, but every rival, but they're all adversarial relationships. Okay? No more Pokemon best friends. The character has pissed off the world, and now it's them versus, you know, versus everyone. Dude, how many badges is that? You know, I'm just imagining going through the like quest screens, you know, and you just gotta like keep scrolling through pages of badges and doo-doo-doo. Do it, Game Freak. Come on. Real lava cookies, huh? The real deal. Ball toy. Do. I do think that this series is popular enough with people of a wide enough age range to do a 2D series. I don't see why that can't happen. Our team is a little beat up, but we're gonna get through this. Oh well, made you flinch. I don't know why I got a Cornelia out, but you're just gonna use, yeah, Rock Slide, okay. This time it's actually gonna work. And not be very... Alright, cool. Well, should have kept Dancer in there. Could've just... Monk, help us. Gotta be careful now, because I don't want Monk to take some rocks to the face. It's not really special attack that I'm using right now, I guess. Nature power. At some point, gonna have to get somebody else in here, I think, but I mean, I did get us into a dumb situation. We have a revive if we need it. I could like revive Mr. Mud or something. In fact, why don't I just do this? Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. We need to get rid of some of these potions to make some space. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna have Monk come in and be sacrificed. Although they do have rock, what is it? Rock break? What kind of move is that? Rock smash, it's a fighting move. Give it a shot, buddy. Oh.
And rub my eyes.
We're bound. Could do low kick. Yeah, that did a little bit more, huh?
Working on a mystery.
I don't, Rhizone. All right. Monk saved the day. I didn't see that coming. They got almost no experience. Hiker Eric. Losing left me bitter. All right, this guy loves the mountains and he's not afraid to say it. I don't know what this is. Maybe something we can bike down. Vroom vroom. This is Lydia speaking. Oh, good job. You and your, congrats to you and your Meryl. I didn't want to drop down the steps there, but that's okay. Oh, our team is not in good shape. All right, let me use those potions. We really need someone who's... I should have just taken the gondola back, huh? Oh well. We will survive. They do, Rhizone, yeah. I'm gonna have to get a break here in a little bit, guys. Let's see what we can do. Killed one of these earlier. Let's try to catch this this bad boy here. Don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt you. I want to help you. We're gonna toss you in a Pokeball. Maybe even a great ball.
Working on a mystery.
Nice. Another one in the Pokédex. Superpower Pokemon. It continually undertakes strenuous training to master all forms of martial arts. Its strength lets it easily hoist a sumo wrestler onto its shoulders. Heck yeah.
Hit cruise control.
There we go. Let's, you know what? No. Machop, sorry. No time for a name. I'm gonna get it saved up. Hey, welcome, Master. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Oh! I'm like, I'm so due for a BRB that I'm doing the dance, so I got us out of there quickly. We're gonna have to explore a little more grass when we get back, so if we catch another one, I'll name it Little Mac, because I like that. That's a good, that's a good suggestion. Let's go here. You know what? Let's go move on to this one. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, Palpuck. I think I couldn't read... I think I misread who that suggestion was from, but yeah. I'll catch another one. We've already seen one already, so... Alright, this trouble at Mount Chimney, it was, you know, foretold by, well, I mean... Actually, both Team Aqua and Team Magma. They were just kind of hanging out. Crossing gangs. They met inside of Mount Chimney. We overheard all the scuttlebutt. They were going to be heading to Mount Magma. They had a meteorite. There's no stopping them now, etc., etc. And I kind of, you know, sort of blindly stumbled onto Mount Chimney. Walked into some big boss fights, and that was that. So, yeah, it feels good. Let me make sure I'm all saved up. That's okay. We're leaving the game up. It'll be all right. We're going to come back. Let's get a nice little break, and I'll see you guys back here in a bit. Thank you so much for hanging. Happy Tuesday. BRB.
I had the radio on. Me and Dale were singing.
Zoinks! NBA Jam halftime report!
Oh my God.
That's the chronic from Mexico.
What's going on, guys? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. How you doing?
Enjoy the show.
How's your week going? We're back playing some Pokemon Emerald 281. I was going to say 251. Nope. 281. What's up, guys? How you doing? Let me get my game unpaused. All right, our team is not looking that great. They are in some a little bit of distress here. Oops. Monk. We're down to Dancer and A. Cornelius. Monk actually seemed like they could hold their own, but currently not looking so great. Let's give them a super potion. Got a few of those. There you go.
Refreshments are available in the lobby. And please, keep our theater clean by disposing of trash in specified containers.
Okay. All right, Dancer, carve a path for us. Safe path, please. Can't use this to get up, can I? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, we should bail. Yeah, okay, wow. There we go. A little trick bike there. I'm gonna bail. We're gonna go heal up. I didn't even realize that brought us to where they were on Mount Whitney. We had seen them inside a cave, I think, at one point. Maybe they were just kind of massing, and it looked like we needed strength to be able to get to where they were. That's what I thought. And then I ended up taking this little detour. Bada bing, bada boom. We're riding a gondola. I was going to go through here. Either way, we need to go save. Or, heal up. Go south, right? Yeah. guess beyond that cave is where you have the, like, old lady's house or whatever it is. Get some help from the old lady. Back to... Long way back to Mauville. Ride my bike for the last 10 feet. Hey, we got Wind Waker coming up on Thursday and Friday. I'm working on getting us the, you know, GBA GameCube link cable. So we can tune in to what Tingle's, Tina Turner's Tingle Tuner has been up to. I'll heal your mons. Save. Had to get out of there before we caught another Machop. But yeah, we can go back. That there's a little bit that's unexplored. I don't even know how much. Guess that's the point of it being unexplored. It's already said. Come on. That, I don't know, Palpuck. I feel that should... I feel like I'm seeing something in my mind's eye. What a cute scene. Ride in a gondola. Alright, so here we are once again. This time our team is... We got a little bit of mojo left. Can also do the little cool little bike thing, huh? Get your hops going. You got this grunt running around down there. We're hopping around like a spoink.
Yeah, he's a potty mouth too.
Whoa! Does this mean I have to grow up?
There you go, Palpuck. Yeah, this thing, sadly, it's got some little cuts, little dents. I don't know about dents, but it's got some little scratches and whatnot. Wasn't always stored in the best of conditions. The screen is a little dull, too. Then again, it kind of always was. I think it may be even worse at this point, but yeah, we'll be able to do a little something. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all stopped up. ASMR. Sinuses. That's a Pokemon game. I'm gonna use, we're gonna have a Tingle Tuner cam as well, so you guys will be able to see the action. Although, I'm gonna have to pick it up and manipulate it, I suppose, so, I really think about that aspect. I've got one of the front lit ones. Or, I guess, yeah, whichever was the One that was mostly produced and the crappier one, which I would assume would be the front lit, but yeah. I got it pretty close to its launch, I think. I remember hearing that there is a backlit version. Get him, Mr. Moon. I think that one came out a little bit later. Is that the score? Later revision. Let's go talk to this grunt. Put somebody else in charge too. Love you, Mr. Mud, but you're a little OP. And Hank has got to tighten this match, so there's that. Monk doesn't ask questions. They just get in there and rock smash. Oh my kidding, I'm not going to be using it. Sorry, buddy. Wow, what are you doing here? What am I doing in a place like this? What business is it of yours? Like his hoodie situation he's got there? His hood? Get him, Hank. I had an original GBA that I got really close to its... I got that pretty close to the GBA's launch as well. I might have pre-ordered it, I don't know. I remember saving up for it. And I don't know what happened to that GBA. Yeah. I had one that was one of those variants of blue, I believe, like a let me look it up. What was that, though? I don't know, actually. What did that first one look like? Kind of a purplish? No. I get the colors mixed up sometimes with the Game Boy Color stuff, but yeah. What colors did they have at launch? Looking it up now. I want the launch. Oh well, anyway, I guess I'm mid-battle. Let's get through this. You know what? Lucy, you rock. Why don't you get back in there? Yeah, Powpuck, yeah. It's interesting how, you know, that progression too, or that first GBA not having any, you know, light to it, right? I think it was... Well, you got what you got. Maybe it was a really crappy front light, but I don't know. I feel like you did, yeah. It was rough. I remember the GBA. I have pretty fond memories of getting that GBA, and that, you know, like factory smell, it had pulling it out of the plastic, and the first thought being like, wow, this feels smaller than I thought, you know, because you don't get a sense for the, you know, when you're just seeing the logo, like I've had it up here in the background during that battle. Let me just pull this up for you guys. There it is. I like this music. Sorry, Grunt. You know, when you're just like seeing this and you don't really get a sense for it, and I do remember as a kid being like, oh wow, it had a nice heft to it, and I'm thinking like, this is awesome. Like, it's not as big as it looked. I was surprised that it was that small, but you know, hey, I realized the size doesn't matter, you know. I do remember having trouble seeing the screen, and then this may have been the device that it wasn't this color. I think I got one of the like see-through, you know, translucent colors. Maybe that sort of, it was also a purple or kind of a bluish one. But I smashed something, and I don't know if it was the GBA or my Game Boy Color. Something got smashed hard. It went down hard. Not a good idea.
Game Freak ran out of money and couldn't continue.
Instant regret. What's the GBA Lite look like? Oh, the Game Boy Micro, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, get the Game Boy Micro, Game Boy Advance SP, yep. I want to see when they, oops. When did they... I got one of these close to its launch. Because I remember thinking that the clamshell design was really sweet. It is nice. I did play this a little bit. I busted this out mostly to play a little Pokémon. You know, many years later. The screen is quite small. Oh yeah, oh no worries, Popbuck. Yeah, it's easy to do. There's variants that I forget about. Anyway, we could stay here all day. Thank you guys for hanging. Happy Tuesday. You don't have to do that. Somebody else wanted to fight. This place isn't your casual hike. It's not suited for a picnic. Remember the Game Boy Pocket? My gosh. I thought those were so cute. But at that point I had a Game Boy Color. Or, you know, like... I mean, there was a point at which I had a Game Boy Color, and I remember other folks having the Pocket and being like, oh, that's... I like that design, but... You know, hey, I got the next step. I got the next step up, baby. All right, Hank, do something, buddy. Oh, that's cool, Metroid, yeah. It's great. It is great for that, you know. It's a great design. It was very pocketable. Mine is a little dinged up, but I know back in the day I definitely ported it around. At a certain point, as an adult, we moved to... we were living in DC for a while, and I had it there. And like, I would bust it out on the train and stuff. I went through another Pokemon kick, and... yeah, I think I was playing one... From this, I think I was playing Fire Red, or... well, I have Leaf Green here. Must have been that one. Around that time, I played some Pokemon Black and White, too. I always thought it was cool. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, having the GBA, it was... I didn't realize how nice that would be, and of course, Pokemon being made to be portable, too. I did have like maybe once that it happened more with a Game Boy, like I had like a Pokemon Blue game pack that did get jostled once, and it didn't result in a save being deleted, but that could have happened. it did freeze the game and stuff. I was in the middle of a battle or something. And I couldn't get out, man. Hank needs a little excitement to wake up. Yeah, I don't know, Pal Puck. Yeah, if they could do it for the Game Boy Light. Hank, I don't want you to, you know, I don't want you getting hurt, buddy. Will you survive another attack? Because I'm thinking about giving you a berry. Oh, yeah. We need more Chestos. Need more Chestos. Do we have any, what is it? No. Awaken. Awaken, because I'm taking way too much time. Goodbye, Oddish. GB lights are sweet. Let's look that up. Game Boy Light is the second and final revision of the original Game Boy exclusive to Japan. Nice. Released in '98. First Game Boy to include an electroluminescent backlit screen, and the only such console until a backlit version of the Game Boy Advance SP was released in 2005. There you go. Look at this. Look at this one they pulled out for the photo. Thank you to whoever submitted their photo of the Game Boy Light. Game Boy Bright, more like. Yep. Just a half year later, you'd get the Game Boy Color. I bet Metroid, yeah. But they've been poured over. Or, you know, probably a lot of them have, are out of Japan at this point. What you gonna do, Dancer? Flying on flying. I don't know what this. Oh, that's funny, Metroid. Yeah, it's interesting how many, like, it's crazy how many YouTube channels and whatnot revolve around. Like, I feel like there's a lot more awareness of the buying side of variants, and really anything Game Boy, anything that can play a Pokemon generation as well. It's interesting how some of that stuff is so expensive. Spoink. Yeah, it'd be good to try to build one's own library if they had the space. So we can pop down here, fight these guys, and still have a chance to get that Pokeball, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just raring to go. Let's do a double. Double battle. Balbuck, I missed your previous message, so yeah. Wow, okay. Yeah, glad that you didn't lose anything there, yeah. I think I had an issue one time with Game Boy Player, and I don't remember what it was, but yeah. I had a freeze that could have happened possibly on something else, but... I remember playing a bit of Fusion on the Game Boy Player and thinking that was a cool way to play that. I would have loved to have, you mentioned a Zero Mission. I want to get around to that one sometime. Fake him out. There you go. Let's fake out, Don't have a great team right now, but that's okay. A great group out there. We will survive. When I went to Japan, well, the only trip I ever went to was many years ago. I think about 2006. That's when I got the Super Famicom we still play on here sometimes, and I bought a few games for it. It was only later that I'd start doing all the Famicom stuff. Whatever. I might regret that, but let's see. Finish this shroomish off, somebody. That's not good.
You name it, done.
Yeah, I bought a few games for the Super Famicom, mostly... Actually, I have a few of them right here. Mostly JRPGs, a lot of Final Fantasy and a couple Dragon Quest games. 6, that's beautiful box art. Chrono Trigger, and then going back to FF5 with see-through Boko on the cover. It looks cool with the background. Just get that PlayStation logo out of there. Ugh. I have a Game Boy. I have a Super Game Boy, but I don't have a Super Nintendo. I should get the Super Famicom version of those, and I know that there's like I think it's starting to become a little more expensive to get, but there's like the Super Game Boy 2, which I think fixed some of it fixed like the timing issue with Super Game Boys. I don't know that title. I'll look that up. Later, I'd get a lot of stuff, some stuff via eBay, and then there's a couple of retro game stores, thankfully, I've been able to go to that have had some good stuff. some good, you know, Famicom, and I have a Famicom disk system, but I don't have any discs for it. I could go that, you know, they're just pricey. But yeah, I want to try that FDS sometime. I have a, you know, I have an FDS stick, a modern solution. But, we should do more. We were talking discs because over on Discord, Metroid Hatchling had, you know, you had your Commodore 64 disk drive up and running. That was sweet. Love that shot. I love the Frogger. How cool is that? Yeah, I gotta get some games for the Famicom disk system, an actual disc, instead of just backups of all my legally owned Famicom disc games.
I'm so excited.
Okay, where are we? Get back to the game. Get back to the game. Go get yourself a Pokeball. Burn heal. There you go. Come on, get to hopping, buddy. There you go. I can't stay on that level, huh? What you guys gonna put in the grass right here? Oh, here we go. Let's make it right. We're gonna see one evolve, so it would be nice to have it have a cool name. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. It is interesting how expensive some of those, you know, a lot of JRPGs can be really quite pricey. A lot of the DS, GBA stuff. And I'm not aware of that series, but yeah, is it particularly rare? I've heard of it, but yeah, let's go look it up. I hear sirens. The gamer police are here. And a helicopter. All right. Okay. Power up. It's on. Series of platform games starring the sushi chef Kawase Umihara, who has become lost in a world of surreal saltwater and freshwater creatures. Interesting. Began for Super Famicom in '94. Okay. Had something even in 2020. Umihara Kawase Kawase Bazooka. I bet, Palpuck, yeah. Makes good use of the Super Famicom's color palette for digitized photographic backgrounds. Oh, interesting. Let's check it out sometime.
You name it, done.
Going to catch this mon. Shucks. Looking forward to playing some Wind Waker with you guys. We'll be doing that Thursday and Friday. My cat is hunting outside the door, I guess, because I'm hearing, ow. Might be seeing her soon. Let's see, what was that name, Palpuck? Let me scroll up a bit. beep 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 bop. Hey, do 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 do. What's he looking for? Little Mac. That's right. That's right. That was a good one. Yeah, what's his name? Is it L.I.? What do we do? Do we get the apostrophe in here? Or does we just have a comma, huh? Oh, we do have. Yeah. Let me see how they're, Because they call him just Little Mac, huh? L-A-L apostrophe? No, I see it written out. Little Mac. Okay. Well, cool. I guess he's not a rapper, huh? Too bad. Sure he is. Spit some bars. Hey, I can rap with you all day, you know? What you want to talk about?
I've got something difficult to tell you.
Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, Little Mac. Should we do a case sensitive? Little Mac, do, 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 do. Alright, here we go. We won't be playing with a Machoke, Machamp, you know, sadly. I'll get one raised up enough to, yeah, get it evolved and whatnot, but then we can go to that machine that's part of this ROM hack we're doing that lets us trade to ourselves. But I've used Machamp too many times.
Party?
Jagged Pass. Good old Jagged Pass. Alright, running out of steam. Gonna play a little bit longer, then I think we'll wrap it. Oh, of course. This might not work either, but let's see. Need to get some grass moves for Aquanelia.
Oh my god.
Let's not forget that at times like this, the innocent spouse will want some privacy.
Halo. Alright. I watched a cute video today. It was another one of those region break videos from Shazez, I believe is the name. And he was covering two specific versions of Animal Crossing, being the, the one that launched in North America as Animal Crossing, and then being the Animal Forest one that was closest to ours. And it's funny because he took a second to explain the, oh shoot, that's not gonna work. How he wanted to cover different versions of it because you had the 64 version, then you had like a GameCube remake with a bunch of stuff added onto it, which I think is what, or there's like the DD, I think, in there somewhere, who knows. As well, but then there would be a GameCube version that added even more. It was like an E+ version, I guess, that would be kind of the but he was trying to compare the two closest games, or the one that our version was built off of, the North American version, that is. It was comparing that to its closest Japanese counterpart, and it was really interesting. I knew that game had a bunch of localization. I mean, that was just obvious just playing the games, but it's always fascinating to me what they kept in of the Japanese furniture and like clothing. Or, I don't even know if was much clothing, but some of the stuff that's got a good, like a Japanese folksy feel to it and is sort of, you know, rooted in that. Some of that, you know, can really come through. Where are we right now? I lost my train of thought. Okay, right. Okay, so, yeah, so... We didn't make it here before, huh? Yeah, you can't do it until you've actually... Wow. And at this point, we can ride back up Jagged Pass with our bike, but... Okay, sweet. New town. Is there a gym here? We got ourselves a gym. I bathe in the hot springs every day. Hell yeah, we got an onsen. I want to become a beautiful and strong gym leader like Flannery. What are you guys doing? Fire Pokemon? I have here an egg. I'd hoped to hatch it by covering it in hot sand by the hot springs, but that doesn't seem to be enough. I've heard it would be best if it were kept together with Pokemon and carried about. You're a trainer, yes? I would love to take it, but I've got too many Pokemon. I'll be right back. Dude, that's surprising for one. As young as you. I want to hop in that onsen, man. There's really nothing we can do. Learn the thing that goes bunk is a deer scare. Oh, right. Yeah. This came up before. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah. Let me put that up. Yeah, sometimes they're used in gardens, huh? Yeah. That's interesting. It scares him. I'm gonna get this where you guys can see it. How cool is that? Part of the Bamboo series. We're looking at the New Horizons version, but yeah. You get the picture? Dude. Other versions. Let's see it in the OG. Looks so cool. I love these games. Animal Crossing was really fun. I remember putting some time into that game and it being an interesting, you know, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there were points when it felt like, you know, I'm in high school, the world around me was feeling kind of crazy, but then you could go to this island and it truly was a little cozy gaming that I think I could appreciate at that point. It felt like a good refuge. And I enjoyed that there were ways to, you know, have other friends check it out and stuff and have their own house, you know. I had a buddy of mine who was able to play along. We could both set up a house. It was pretty sweet. Since played it with my wife as well, the original one. And we were playing it until the disk drive on the Wii broke, so now we're in trouble. Some autofilter is gonna pick this up or something. It's gonna get us banned on YouTube. It's just a deer scare. Gotta loves to. Yeah, it's interesting. I really like the touches of Japanese culture and furniture that they left in our version of Animal Crossing. that game had its moments. And man, I have to say, I know that this gets talked about a lot. I really did appreciate having the NES games in there, and that being something that you find them. You know, there's of course the element of luck. You know, it might take you a while to find a lot of them. But building the library of those. Eventually, a buddy had a Game Shark, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta use a Game Shark on your Animal Crossing." He mentioned that was how you could get like the couple of games that Zelda and I think Super Mario Bros. There might have been a couple others that with those you could only get them through like I think an Action Replay. Maybe that's what we used, an Action Replay. Whatever, you could only get it through that way in the North American version, I think. Yeah, don't screw it up, Valpuck. Don't screw it up. Walk into the water. Toss it in just the right spot. Okay. Let's make some space for this egg. Let's do that. We don't need an egg right before we fight a boss, but that's okay. We could always put it in, or a gym. We could always put it back in the PC. Okay, let's make a little space just for a second. We're gonna pull out nobody. Let's leave it open. Yeah, I enjoyed the bug catching and fishing aspects of the game. Yeah, it was so fun. Prior to that, I had never played. You know, I'd never played. I guess I would hear similar things sometimes about. What's it called? What's one of the big farming ones? Harvest Moon. I'd always wanted to play Harvest Moon. I remember Nintendo Power covering some aspects of the Super NES one, but then I'm especially aware when they're covering the Harvest Moon 64 stuff and thinking that's interesting. I want to play that. Herb shop. Oh, let's go get that egg. Sorry. Then we can walk about town. You're a trainer, yes? Is that vitality? Really? Is that what you're seeing?
This is our decision to live fast and die young.
Yeah, I guess in the yeah, so like in the 64 version, it's not in there. Is that it, Palpuck? The museum isn't. Thanks for the egg, lady. Herb shop. I'm not ready to buy any of this stuff. Revival herb. Is it any cheaper than a revive? Are those like 5,000? I don't know. You can buy the you know, buy the herbal version. Come, yes, all the way to Lava Ridge. Oh gosh, our bag. What you gonna do with a full bag? Okay, let's, what can I do? Nobody needs this right now. I'm gonna give that to someone that doesn't need... No, come on. Okay, we could use that. Charcoal, baby. Is that gonna something to power up fire moves, possibly? You need charcoal to make your goal. Yeah, we're gonna be using it for that function there, buddy. That's interesting, Palpuck. Yeah. Any experience with any of the old games? Do 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 do. I'm getting a little tired here. Clearly. Yeah, you know what, guys? I don't think I can. I don't think I got what it takes to take on this gym tonight. That's okay. It saves us something for next time we play this. Let's check out what's in this little house here. And well, we got that egg, buddy. Thank you. Looking forward to helping you guys hatch that thing. Oh, are you going to teach us Mimic? Yeah. I want to learn it. A lot of good moves, man. A lot of good folks trying to teach us moves. I'm going to write that one down. I'm really looking forward to getting Fly, but it may still be a while. Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, if I really wanted something like that, well, I'm definitely willing to give it a shot, but I really like the loop of Animal Crossing. It's fun. Lava Ridge, we've got that. I'm just taking a little note here. Second house to the right of the gym. And they're trying to give us the move Mimic. Sweet. Do, 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 do. I've heard of Rune Factory, but... Alright guys, I'm doing the dance. It's probably time for me to get out of here. Let's, what else is going on in this city? What's cracking in this town? Well, we're going to be hitting up this gym. Flannery. One with a fiery passion that burns. Cool. We'll be hitting up this gym when we come back. I'm enjoying this game. Thank you guys for hanging. I'm splitting my attention between two games currently, so yeah, I'll show us the schedule here in just a bit. Let's see if anyone is streaming right now. If we can do a little raid, we will. I don't have much new for you in the way of the collage. I like to do a little collage at the end of these streams, but yeah. We'll do a quick one. Now get us out of here. Let's see, who's around? MK's playing some... Oh, we got Ichigo as well. You know, we haven't seen an Ichigo, Yeah, and Metroid's playing as well. Man, everybody's around. We haven't popped into an Ichigo raid in a while. Let's go see what that guy's up to. Let's do that. Everybody else, we'll be coming around ASAP. Cool. All right, that'll be fun. Let's check that schedule. Thank you guys for hanging. This has been a fun one. I really like Pokemon Emerald. This is cool. I appreciate this playthrough. I wish I would have played this game a long time ago, but Better late than never. Yeah. That's funny, Palpuck. Yeah. Sometimes games will get that association of a game being like another, and then that's all that you'll ever see about it. Thank you guys for chilling. This has been fun. Do what you can to support the stream. If you're over on YouTube, hit the like button for me, please. Maybe, think about hitting the sub as well. Thanks on Twitch. Follows and subs really help. Nick, thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate that. And all the subs, Roads, thank you, buddy. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you have a good night. I love this music. In just a couple minutes, I'll get you over to Ichigo's. That'll be fun. He's playing some StarCraft 2. Thanks for the hang, guys. Good night, everyone. Chat was fun. Hey, Wind Waker, Thursday. Sorry. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Coming soon, the Tingle Tuner. That's not Wind Waker. We're not going to play that game. We're playing this game. And just start showing off games that we're not going to play. This is the part where I end the stream. I got a quick collage for you, and then we'll be over to Ichigo's. Thank you so much, guys. That was fun. I'll see you on Thursday. Adios. Good night.
I'm so excited.
What side are you on?
I was like, whoa!
Video games, remade or not, are supposed to be, good.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I wasn't gonna do jokes about this.
Are you punking me? Like, is this? I mean...
Thank you very much. Good debate. We appreciate it.
Yo, man, yo, wow. Really, honestly, that was honestly terrible.
I didn't think I'd ever need to tell you this. I'm gonna kick your ass.
brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow! Wow, Sonic's fast, too.